Some people move through life like nothing bothers them. Bad day at work, they stay calm. Someone disrespects them, they don't react. Even when life hits them hard, they don't lose their peace. But for most of us, even small things throw us off. A strange message, someone cuts us off in traffic, one rude comment online, and suddenly we're overthinking and upset. It feels like we have no control over our emotions. But here's the truth. You do have control, you just haven't learned how to use it. The calm, composed people, they've learned something powerful. Something ancient philosophers like the Stoics knew. When you stop letting the world decide how you feel, you become free, strong, and untouchable. This video is about that. How to stop giving your energy to things that don't deserve it. How to stop reacting and start living with peace. You're not reacting to reality, you're reacting to your thoughts. Have you ever noticed that what upsets you often isn't real? It's your interpretation of it? It's not the delay in someone's reply that hurts. It's the story you tell yourself about what it means. We grow up learning to react to what we see, but no one teaches us to question how we're seeing it. You might say, "He made me feel dumb," but did he? Or did you assign that meaning to his words? The Stoics taught, it's not things that upset us, but our judgment of them. Stop taking everything personally. You're at the gym, someone frowns in your direction. You instantly think, are they judging me? Am I doing it wrong? But maybe they weren't even looking at you. Still, your brain runs wild. We all do this. We react to our thoughts, not facts. We don't see the world clearly. We see it through pain, fear, and past wounds. If you've been rejected, you hear judgment in every neutral comment. If your heart's been broken, you start seeing love as dangerous. That's why everything feels personal even when it's not. Take back control of your reactions. Socrates said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." He meant question your reactions. Because every time you react without thinking, you give your power away. What if you could pause before reacting? That tiny pause is where your strength lives. Aristotle said, "Getting angry is easy, but getting angry at the right time, for the right reason, in the right way, that's hard." The key isn't to stop feeling, it's to respond wisely, not impulsively. Master the pause, reclaim your power. Every time you get triggered, ask, is this really about them, or is it about something in me? That question alone changes everything. It stops the spiral and gives you clarity. You're no longer a puppet pulled by emotions. You become calm, centered in control. Plato said, reality is just a shadow of the truth, which means most of your stress isn't about what's happening, it's about how you're seeing it. You've been trained to react now, it's time to unlearn. From childhood, we were taught to care too much about what others think. Fitting in was more important than peace. Likes, comments, applause, they became our self-worth. Social media, marketing, and even people close to us want us reactive. Because the more emotional we are, the easier we are to control and sell to. But the moment you unplug from that need to react, you take back your life. In relationships, emotional control equals real power. Some people know exactly what buttons to push to make you explode. They feed off your reactions. The more reactive you are, the easier you are to manipulate. Imagine a control panel on your chest with buttons labeled anger, insecurity, fear, jealousy, and others know exactly where to press. Now imagine unplugging that control panel. they push the button, nothing happens. That's not cold, that's power. Calm is your superpower. You stop needing to respond to every insult. You stop overthinking. You don't take things personally anymore. People will call you cold. Let them. What they don't understand is this: you're protecting your energy, and energy is priceless. Emotional mastery is a skill you can build. It's not about suppressing emotions, it's about choosing them. Each time you pause instead of react, you rewire your brain. Your story changes. You're no longer the victim. You're the hero. Even setbacks become plot twists in your journey. Plato said, "The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself." And it starts with this: choose your response. Protect your peace. Stop feeding drama. Final thought: be the calm in the chaos. Real strength isn't loud. It's silent. It's clear. It's still. And once you taste that peace, you'll never trade it for attention, likes, or approval again. You're not cold, you're wise. You're not detached, you're disciplined. You're not heartless, you're finally free. If this message hit home, stay on this path. Because when you master your mind, you master your life.